Hi people! Today for a review I have a Panasonic FZ1000 digital camera. It is what when some people call ultra zoom, somebody calls it bridge camera, but it really doesn't matter how you call it. The main feature on this camera is its image sensor. It is 13 x 8 mm in size, what is bigger than what is used in all other ultra zoom cameras, but still smaller than what is found in mirrorless and DSLR cameras. That way it was possible to make 16 x optical zoom with aperture f2.8 to 4.0 and still have a decent image quality. This camera has only one direct competitor, and this is the Sony RX10. It is very similar in a way that it uses the same sensor, but also has brighter aperture f2.8 through the whole zoom range. This camera is relatively big in size. It is comparable to an entry-level DSLR with a kit lens. Build quality is very good, plastic is fine, and the grip is covered with rubber, as is the case with the thumb rest on the back. Also, the grip has a very nice shape, it is well sculpted, and it is very easy to hold the camera for longer periods of time. On the back you can see a large 3-inch LCD monitor with 921,000 dots. Viewing quality is superb and the LCD is fully articulated, and you can also close it so it doesn't get damaged. Above the LCD you can see electronic viewfinder with 2.5 million dots. Image quality is also superb, and it has an option to automatically switch from LCD to electronic viewfinder as soon as you put it to your eye. On the right side of the camera you can see connectors. It has USB, HDMI and remote control connector. Sadly, USB connector is not of the standard kind, you have to have special Panasonic cable in order to connect it to PC. On the left side there is 3.5 mm connector for external microphone. The camera has also a built-in pop-up flash. This one is special because it can control wirelessly up to 3 sets of external flash units. Also, these are the stereo microphone, and this is a hot shoe for external flash. On the bottom you can see a battery compartment with lithium battery and SD memory cards, but the bad thing about this camera is the position of tripod mount. It is too close to battery compartment, so when the camera is on a tripod you cannot access battery compartment or change memory card. This camera is really packed with advanced features, and as you can see this is the main menu system. It would take me another 10 or 15 minutes of video to explain all of them. It is possible to customize external buttons to a great extent. As you can see, there are even 5 customizable buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and also you can control the way various dials behave. For example, right now at default this dial controls zoom, but right now I have set it for exposure compensation. This dial right now controls the aperture, and this is for the lens zoom. Direct comparison of Panasonic FZ1000 and its direct competitor Sony RX10 is really difficult. They both share the same sensor, 20 megapixels, 1 inch in size. Image quality is more or less on the same level. It is really hard to decide which one is better. But for example, with Panasonic you get bigger optical zoom, 16 times, 24 to 400 mm. Sony has a little bit less, 24 to 200 mm. But instead, Sony has brighter aperture, f2.8 through the complete zoom range. Regarding video recording, Panasonic is a little bit better. It offers 4K resolution and more options like stop motion animation and slow motion video. But Sony also has some nice features. LCD and electronic viewfinder quality is more or less the same. Panasonic is a little bit brighter, but Sony is more realistic. They are both tiltable, and image quality in viewfinders is also on a similar level. Autofocus speed on Panasonic FZ1000 is superb. It really flies. It is completely comparable with DSLR cameras. Also, you get an extended options to control autofocus. You can select face detection, tracking, 49-point area, custom multi-point area or single-point area. What sets it apart from other cameras is the detail that you can adjust the size of a single autofocus point in 15 levels. This is something I have never seen in any other camera. Image quality on Panasonic FZ1000 is actually really good. Colors are vibrant and the image processor does not blur the fine details due to noise reduction. In my opinion, FZ1000 is usable up to ISO 1600 in regular use and maybe 3200 if you get proper exposure. But above that, still it is a problem for this sensor size. Lens quality is also superb. It is very sharp without significant optical flaws. Video recording is also a major feature on Panasonic FZ1000. It is one of the rare models on the market that can record video in 4K quality, that is 4 times the quality of Full HD video. Of course, you get the normal Full HD resolutions. You can record at either 50 frames per second, progressive, or 25. For the end, I can conclude the Panasonic FZ1000 is a really capable camera. Image quality is on a really high level, comparable to DSLR cameras in good light and even to some extent in lower light conditions. The camera also records 4K video, what makes it very special. This is one of the rare cameras right now on the market that can do it. Lens quality is also on a very high level. You get a 16x optical zoom with bright aperture. That is something very few cameras have on the market. When compared to Sony RX10, it would be really hard for me to decide which of them is better. There is really no way to decide directly this one is better or not. They are better, each of them in its own way. So it is up to you to decide which one you prefer. That's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you about FZ1000. Thanks for watching and subscribe to our YouTube channel.